Today we are all assembled here at Iskcon Pattaya and we will be serving Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. And where is our Brahmachari Prabhu? If Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. You can bring about 2-3 books, Bhagavatam Dasa. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Make it brighter, brighter. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So today we have the good fortune of serving Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita in chronological order, which is Adi Leela, chapter number 4, and today's sloka is 155. This chapter is entitled The Confidential Reasons for the Appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Very beautiful chapter. Chapter number Adi Leela, chapter 4, verse number 155. The confidential reasons for the appearance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Akshavantam phalam idam na param vidamaha. Please repeat. Sakhya Pashun Anubhesha Yotorvaya Sayya Vaktram Vajesha Sutayoranuvena Justam Yairvani Pitam Anurakta Kataksamoksham Akshavantam phalam idam na param vidamaha Sakhya Pashun Anuveshayator Vayasya. वक्त्रं वजे सुतयोर अनुवेणुजुष्टम् यैर्वनिपीतम् अनुरक्तकटाक्षमोक्षम् अक्षवन्तं फलमिदं न परं विदामः सख्यपशून् अनुवेशयतो वयस्यः वक्त्रं व्रजे सुतयोर अनुवेणजुष्टम् यैर्वनिपीतम् अनुरक्तकटाक्षमोक्षम् अक्षवन्तं फलमिदं न परं विद्मः माता जी Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, the Prabhupada Ji ki. Kindly repeat. The gopis said, O friends, those eyes that see the beautiful faces of the sons of Maharaj Nanda are certainly fortunate. As these two sons enter the forest, surrounded by their friends, driving the cows before them, they hold their flutes to their mouths and glance lovingly upon the residents of Vrindavan. For those who have eyes, we think there is no greater object of vision. Purport by His Divine Grace, Prabhupada ki jai. Like the gopis, one can see Krishna continuously if one is fortunate enough. In the Brahma Samhita, it is said that the sages whose eyes have been spared with the ointment of pure love can see the form of Shyam Sundar Krishna continuously in the centers of their hearts. This text from Srimad Bhagavatam 10.21.7 was sung by the gopis on the advent of the Sharad season. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manoyavishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadadvetam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Aradhyo Bhagwana Vrajeshu Tanayas Taddhama Vrindavanam Ramya Kachidupasna व्रजवधुवर्गेण तया कल्पिता श्रीमद्भागवत पुराणमलं प्रेम पुमार्तो महान् श्रीचैतन्य महाप्रभोर्मतैदं नायत्र आग्रह परः नवनीरदनिन्दित कान्तिधरं रससागर नागर भूपवरं शुभवङ्किमचारु शिखण्ड शिखिं भज कृष्णानिधिं व्रजराजसुतं भज कृष्णानिधिं व्रजराजसुतं राधिका सरोदइन्दु निन्दिमुखमण्डली वन्दिये श्रीपादपद्म वृषभानुनन्दिनी वन्दिये श्रीपादपद्म वृषभानुनन्दिनी वन्दिये श्रीपादपद्म वृषभानुनन्दिनी वन्दिये श्रीपादपद्म वृषभानुनन्दिनी आजानुलम्बितो भुजो कनकायवधातो संकीर्तनै पितरो कमलायताक्षो विश्वम्भरो द्विजवरो युगधर्मपालो वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरो करुणा अवतारो पतितपावन पिताय गौरसुंदर की जय। श्री रसिक ग्रंथ चैतन्य चरितामृत की जय। श्री प्रभुपाद गौड़ीय गुरुवर की जय। यस्य प्रसादात् भगवत प्रसादो यस्य अप्रसादात् नागति कुतोऽपि दयांस्तुवांस यस्य स्त्री संध्या वंदे गुरोः श्री चरणारविंदम वंदे गुरोः श्री चरणारविंदम। So it is my very good fortune to be here at Iskcon Pattaya, Thailand, and I've been ordered to speak on a very, very sublime subject matter, the advent of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this chapter that says the confidential reasons of why Mahaprabhu appeared. So, this was very impromptu. I didn't know until 10-15 minutes ago that I'm giving class. So please forgive me if I cannot do full justice, because it's important to read Srila Prabhupada's purports, absorb them, read a few verses prior to understand the mood of a particular verse that we are asked to speak on. But we will try our best. We beg for the mercy of the assembled Vaishnavas that whatever we speak is in line with our Gaudiya Acharyas, pleasing to his divine graces, and I beg for such mercy that I speak this as it is, which I have heard, read from Srila Prabhupada's books, and heard from also from many sincere followers of his divine grace, Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. So, according to one great associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his name is Vasu Ghosh. He writes in one bhajan, Yadi gaur na hoito, tabe ki hoito, ke mone dhari tamde. Radhara mahima, prema rasa sima, jagat janat ke. Yadi gaur na hoito, tabe ki hoito, ke mone dhari tamde. आप लोग इंग्लिश समझते हो? हरि बोल. You understand? So that's good that I speak in English completely. Thank you for letting me know. So Vasugos is saying, an associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that if Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would not have come, how would I have lived? It would be impossible for me to live. Radhara Mahima Prema Rasa Sima Jagata Janatake. And the internal reason for Mahaprabhu's appearance is to glorify Srimati Radharani, Radhara Mahima, and to give the highest rasa, Prema Rasa Sima. Sima means the zenith. Zenith means the ultimate. Jagat Janatake. How would the world have known about it? So, it is by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we as Gaudiya Vaishnavas have this opportunity to get the highest in the world of theism. There are so many different faiths, dharmas, religions, etc. Even there is this faith, those who are Vaishnavas. Vaishnavas means those who are followers of Vishnu or Krishna. So there are many types of Vaishnavas. Those who follow the different forms or avatars of Krishna, like Brahma Samhita says, Advaitam Achyutam Anadim Ananta Rupam Adyam Purana Purusham Nav Yavanam Cha Vedesha Durlabham Adurlabham Atma Bhakto Govinda Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. There are so many forms of the Lord, Ananta Rupam. So anybody who is a worshipper of any of the forms of Lord Krishna then they are Vaishnavas. But one can be following Lord Narayana, one can be following the different forms of Lord Narayana, different avatars of Krishna which are unlimited. That is all good. That is very good. But the ultimate in Vaishnavism is if we are able to follow Krishna in Vrindavan. Srila Prabhupada and our acharyas have mentioned there are many types of Krishna, but we are only concerned with the son of Nanda Maharaj. That is the ultimate goal. I remember about 30 years ago when I heard the purport of his Divine Krishna Prabhupada on the bhajan, Bhajahu Re Mana Shri Nanda Nandana Abhay Charana Ravindare. Prabhupada clearly says that there are many types of Krishna, but we means our Gaudiya Vaishnavas, are only concerned with the son of Nanda Maharaj. Bhajahu Re Mana Shri Nanda Nandan. Not the son of Vasudev. Not the son or other avatars of different, but we are specifically concerned with the son of Nanda Maharaj. So when the word Nanda Maharaj is used, Vajahu Remana Shri Nanda Nandan. Nandan means son, and Nanda means Nanda Maharaj. That means Vrindavan Dham. Not Mathura, not Dwarka, not Vaikuntha, not Ayodhya, none of the other places. So, we have to really understand the mood of Mahaprabhu if we really can be called Gaudiya Vaishnavas. I like to give this example that supposing somebody is studying in medical college to become a doctor, and there are many students. They all become medical doctors. So these medical doctors, as an example, I will put this example is like many Vaishnavas who are worshipping the different forms of Krishna. But there are, after finishing their medical degree, the general degree, what do? Some of them, they go for specialization. Right? And specialization means some becomes cardiologist, doctor for the heart. Some become pulmonologists, doctor for the lungs. Some become doctors, orthopedic, for the bones. Some become specialists for the ear, nose, etc., throat, ENT. Like that, there is many specializations after becoming a doctor. So doctor, this term can be used that of a Vaishnava. But the specialized doctor, especially those who are Gaudiya Vaishnavas, are those specialized Vaishnavas. Not everybody has been given that opportunity, or they're not so fortunate to enter into this Gaudiya Vaishnava school. Supposing if one student is studying engineering and he is in the classroom, the best engineering college, example, like in India, the best engineering college is IIT. And if they are studying a particular engineering subject, if they are supposed to study, and if they don't do that, and they're thinking of some other subject, maybe thinking of music, maybe thinking of some other subject, then that person or that student has wasted his seat in a very esteemed college for engineering. Similarly, if we, as followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, have not understood the real bhav of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which is explained in this chapter of Adi Leela chapter 4, the reason why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, internal reason. So Mahaprabhu appeared for two main reasons, external reason and internal reason. Internal reasons are three in nature, which Krishnaraj Kaviraj Goswami has mentioned in this chapter. External reason is to give everyone the holy names. Ajanu lambito bhujo kanakaya udhato, sankirtane pitaro kamalaya taksho, vishwambaro dhijavaro yuga dharma palo, vande jagat priya karo karuna avtaro. This is Vrindavan Das Thakur in the Mangalacharan of Chaitanya Bhagavat. He mentions this, that those two personalities whose hands are elongated beyond their knees, when even our Prabhupada's hands, if we stand and if we find that our hands are going beyond the knees, then that person is very special. That's called physiognomy. By studying the characteristics of the person's body, one can tell how intelligent that person is, or how self-realized that person is. So, our Prabhupada's hands were also very long, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. His ears were big. Somebody who has got bigger ears than normal, they are very intelligent. The forehead is very broad. So we can see those, that's called physiognomy. Srila Prabhupada has mentioned that. So the physiognomy of Gaur Nitai is that they have long hands and they are golden complexion. They are Kamalaya Taksha. Their eyes are beautiful like the lotus petals. And they are Vishwambaro Dijavaro. They are the providers of the entire creation because they are Krishna Balram. They are the suppliers of everything. They are the source of everything. Om Janmadi Yasya. Srimad Bhagavatam, very first verse, first canto, says, Om Janmadi Yasya. Everything emanates from you, O Krishna. Vedanta Sutra, first verse also says, Om Janmadi Yasya. Janam means creation. Adi means the sustenance, and for the material world, it is the annihilation. So, everything happens from you. You are the source, oh my dear Krishna. Vyasdev says that. So, we find that Ajanu Lambita Bhujo Kanakaya Avtar Sankirtani Pitaro, they are the fathers of the Sankirtan movement. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. So they are the founders, the Pitaro. Pitaro means the founders, the fathers. And founders in the sense, not that they invented Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna Mahamantra is since time immemorial. Golokera Premadhana Harinama Sankirtana. So it is not that when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, Hare Krishna Mahamantra was discovered or appeared. Hare Krishna Mahamantra is eternal. There is actually a conversation between Naradji and Lord Brahma in the Kali Shantarana Upanishad in some Satya Yuga. We don't even know which Satya Yuga. Where Naradji is asking Brahmaji, what will happen in the future? So many people in Kali Yuga, Prayana Alpa Aisha Manda Sumanda Mataya Manda Bhagya Hi Upadritaha. The qualities of the souls living in Kali Yuga, they will be lazy, Manda. Sumanda Matayo. They will be misguided. Everybody in this world today most of them are misguided. We have so many problems, but they say you can do this and your problem will be solved. Somebody says you do this, your problem will be solved. They go to different so-called religious leaders and they give you different mantras. They tell you, you wear this ring with these gems and the Navagrahas or the different planetary systems will be pleased with you. So many. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has written in Sharanagati one bhajan in the section, out of the 6 sections, the last one, Bhakti Pratikula Karya Varjan Angikar. Whatever is not good for bhakti, we must reject. Under that he has written one bhajan, Keshava Tua Jagat Vichitra, Karama Vipake Bhavavana Brahmi, Bekhalu Ranga Bahu Chitra, Kapila Patanjali Gautama Kanavuji Dhai Ave. Meaning, there are these philosophers, 6 kind of major philosophers. Kapil not as in Kapil Dev of Srimad Bhagavatam, the son of Devadi. There was another Kapil Muni who propagated a certain philosophy. Gautam, there was another philosopher, Gautam. Kanavuji, they were all about Karma Kand and Karma Vimamsa. Bauddha, Lord Buddha, etc. Patanjali, about the yoga system, about the physical yoga system, breathing in, breathing out, different yoga mudras, Patanjali. So etc. They all came to me, they all come running when I say I have this problem. So they say, okay, you do yoga, breathe in, breathe out, you'll be very peaceful. All problems are because of the mind, as an example. Right? Then the Karma Vimams propagator says that you do your karma perfectly and etc. Then everything will fall in place. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that all these people, these philosophers come running, trying to save. But they are pathai nana vida fanda. They are simply putting a noose. A noose is put like a rope on the neck to hang somebody. So these are all different kinds of nooses, ropes that they're putting around the neck, trying to save. Excuse me. So they bring these philosophies. And but Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that dandvata durata karo. I offer my obeisances to them from far. I don't go close to them. Dandvata durata karo. Durat means from far. And what do I do? Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has said that bhakata charana korisa. The essence of the lotus feet of the Vaishnavas is my life samam bonum. It is my ultimate goal. It is the essence, the lotus feet of the Vaishnavas, the dust of the lotus feet. In another bhajan, he has mentioned Shuddha Bhagata Charana Renu Bhajane Anukula. The lotus feet, the dust from the lotus feet of the pure Vaishnavas is the most important thing and conducive to bhajan. So, like this, it is very clear. So our Gaudiya Acharyas are very, very clear about Siddhanta. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda, they came to give us a very, very special dimension of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, even many Vaishnavas from other sampradayas, they are chanting it. Like the Sri Sampradayas, they are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and many other sampradayas. But their consciousness is not the same as Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Very important. This Hare Krishna Mahamantra what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and Nityananda Prabhu gave to give us, which nobody has ever given. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate. The most munificent. There's nobody, no charitable person, not even Krishna, who spoke Bhagavad Gita of Mahabharata. He is the son of Vasudeva. He is not the Krishna of Vrindavan. We have to understand this. Prabhupada has mentioned that. Rupa Goswami has mentioned that. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has mentioned that. The Krishna actually took birth to Yashodama, along with Yogamaya. They are twins, the girl. And Vasudeva, when he came from Mathura, bringing his son Vasudeva Krishna. This is Sanskrit grammar. When we say Vasudeva, means the Krishna from Mathura. When you pronounce A, that's as a side note. So Vasudeva is father, Vasudeva is son. Similarly, sometimes I'm here when Prabhupada's pranam mantra is being sung or spoken or recited. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishna Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. A lot of devotees, they pronounce, even Prabhupada disciples, Namaste Saraswati Devi. Wrong. It is not Saraswati Devi. Saraswati Thakur is Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. It is Saraswati. Saraswati means the transcendental son of Saraswati Thakur. That is Saraswati. Vasudev's son is Vasudeva. As an example, the daughter of King Janak is Janaki. Janak's daughter is Janaki. The son of Vyasdev is known as Vayasaki. Vayasaki. So similarly, it is Saraswati Devi. It's all right. Mispronunciations can happen even while chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. One has to be a little careful once we know what. It is not Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. No, it is Hare Ram. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. When we say Rama, it means it's a different meaning. So it's okay. A lot of Westerners cannot pronounce, but once we know, we should be conscious. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. As we hear Srila Prabhupada's chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. No Rama. Rama means the son of Rama, which is Love Kush, in one sense. That can mean also that. But we are not chanting about Love Kush. Like Vasudev, Vasudev. Rama, meaning the son of Rama, or from Ram. We can say that. Rama means, we can say, the son of Lord Balram. When we pronounce Rama. Who was the son of Lord Balram? Samba. So we are not chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra in the consciousness of calling out Samba. That Ram in the Mahamantra means, it is mentioned by our Gaudiya Acharyas. Jiva Goswami has written a wonderful book called the Mahamantra Dipika, that explains the deeper meanings of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Of course, I don't have the time to go into that. It is a seminar by itself. It can take maybe minimum 1 month to go deep into the meanings of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So, Hare, as Prabhupada said, it is again Sanskrit grammar. It is when you call out somebody, then the person or the personalities or the energy is known as Hara. But when you call out, it is Hare. So supposing if somebody's name is Sita, you don't say Sita, come here. Sanskrit says Site, please come here. Oh Site. Somebody's name is Radha, then Oh Radha. In the Sada Goswami Astakam, Srinivas Acharya has composed Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghujugo. In that bhajan, He Radhe Vraja Devaki Chalalite He Nanda Suno Kuta Shri Govardhana Kalpa Patale. You have some water? Yeah, I need some water, please. Thank you. So, addressing, when we say that the Radharani did this or Radha did this, it is correct. But when we are calling, we say Hey Radhe. When we are speaking Lalita, Lalita did this. Lalita went to the forest. Lalita met Radha. That is okay. But when we are calling out to Lalita Devi, we say Hey Lalite. So these are some of the small things. Because why I am mentioning this, many of us are in this movement for many years. Some have been in this movement 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, 70 years. Thank you, Guruji. Dandavat pranams. But we may not be able to properly progress if we don't understand the true Gaudiya Siddhanta. Very, very important. Otherwise, we have wasted our very prestigious seat in the college of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is the dean and Srila Prabhupada is the principal in the college called Iskcon. And if we do not understand the real, true, inner meaning, then we have wasted our seat in Iskcon. Just like I gave the example that the student has wasted a seat in a very prestigious college if that student doesn't understand the subject or understand the ultimate goal. Supposing you catch one student outside one college and say, my dear student, what are you studying? Immediately he will say, I am studying chemical engineering. He's not a chemical engineer yet, but he is studying, he knows the subject. So similarly, if somebody asks us, what is the ultimate goal of you Iskcon people, the devotees of Iskcon? And if we are not able to answer it correctly, even within Iskcon, if some devotee asks this question. So I would like to open up this question to everyone present here. And of course, it is not a test. Please don't think your answer is wrong or right. Main thing is Krishna is Bhavagrahi Janardhan. Meaning, he accepts our intention, our consciousness. Just like I like to give this example, when a child is just learning how to walk and the child is falling many times, maybe 5 times, 10 times in 5 minutes, but the parents are not crying. They are very happy. See how my little baby is learning to walk. So similarly, sometimes I like to open up a question to the audience and please don't hesitate. So what is our ultimate goal of devotees who have taken shelter in Iskcon? Just like I said that a student or standing outside a college, you say, what are you studying? Immediately says, I'm studying chemical engineering. He doesn't have to think. Why are we thinking so much? What is the ultimate goal? Very nice. This Prabhuji has hit perfectly, just like Arjun and the other students who are being tested by Dronacharya. Now I will test you, how good you are at archery, how good you are. So he had a water body like a well, and on top he had put the wheel. And he put a fish. He nailed a fish to it. And he told his students, look in the water. And then you have to shoot. But before you look in the water, I'm asking this question. What do you see? Then some students say, we see the spokes. Spokes are those, what do you call, the rods that hold the wheel together. Like we have spokes in a motorcycle, motorbike or scooter or in a cycle. I see the spokes. When Arjun was asked, another student was asked, what do you see? He says, I see the fish. And when Arjun was asked, what do you see? He says, I see the fish's eye. So that is how focused we should be about this particular mood of Mahaprabhu. Why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came for the internal. So the external reasons is to give the Hare Krishna. Ajanu lambita bhujo kanakaya udata sankirtane pitaravo. The founder of the Sankirtan movements, both these brothers. Meaning giving it from the internal bhav will be obtained if we chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra as explained by Rupa Goswami, as explained by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his followers. Yuga Dharma Palo, and he came to give this because the Yuga Dharma is Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Eva Kevalam, Kalo Eva Nasti Gatiranyatha. That, but it doesn't stop there. Because those who sincerely chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra under the guidance of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas will ultimately get, like Arjun, fish's eye. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, which is also are rasic in nature. Therefore, Srila Prabhupada always used to quote, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, Srila Sridhar Swami says. So they are all our Gaudiya stalwarts that they have given commentaries on those verses. So there is this one verse. What is that verse that says that one whose mind is multi-resolute like the branches of a tree, then samadhavna vidyate. What is that verse starting? Bhogeshwar prasaktanam aparita chetasam vyavasayatmika buddhi ekeha kurunandana samadhavna vidyate. And another verse similar, he says ekeha kurunandana vyavasayatmika buddhi. So, if our minds are not resolute and fixed, so in this today's world we find that there are many atheists who don't believe in a God, don't believe in a superior power. So their minds are not fixed. Those who are believing in demigods, Devi Devtas. So even there, the construction here, if we understand this sloka properly, this verse, if you have to worship a particular demigod, worship one particular one. Don't run after the 33 million or the 3.3 million demigods. Because if you worship one demigod, and if they are very pleased with you, then they will eventually give you the benediction to become a Krishna devotee. So then, if you are a Vaishnava worshipping the different forms of Krishna, then it is recommended you worship one particular form, not that every form that you worship. Aradhya Bhagavan Vrajesha Tanaya Staddham Vrindavanam. Prabhupada used to speak this verse many times. So if we are Vaishnavas, then especially those who are Gaudiya Vaishnavas, so he's saying, this is from Chaitanya Jusha, this verse. So he's saying that there are many types of Krishna Arad, but for me, this author is saying, Bhagavan, there are many Bhagavans. Just like Satyavrat Muni is saying in the first verse, first line of Damodar Ashtakam, Namami Ishwaram Satchitananda Rupam, Lasakundalam Gokule Brajamanam. So they are all Satchitananda. There are 27 types of Narayanas, 3 types of Vishnus, 10 avatars, and millions of avatars of Lord Krishna. So they are all Satchitananda. But specifically, he is saying, I worship that Satchitananda who is in Gokul. So that is why Damodar Ashtakam, of course I don't have time into it. We have given many seminars on Damodar Ashtakam, even in Sri Vrindavan Dham in Krishna Balaram Mandir. Just now also in this Kartik we gave a seminar. Those who are interested can go on my website, PureSeva.ca. PureSeva.ca. CA is for Canada, not com. So I stay in Canada, but 6 months I travel all over different places. Stay in Vrindavan 2-3 months, and 3 or 4 months I travel in India and other places by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. So therefore I always say, wherever I go, especially today I forgot to mention, but I believe Krishna within my heart said, yes, you have to say what you always say when you go to a new place. That Srila Prabhupada has opened a house where all devotees, no matter where you are from, what your background is, has opened a house where all can come under one roof. And this is a wonderful house of Srila Prabhupada as known as Iskcon Pattaya. So we all can. So I always say there is no excuse not to be Krishna conscious. Some people say that, oh, I was here in this city for 3 years. Now I have to go to another city. I won't be able to come to Iskcon. No. All you have to do is take your phone and you have to type Hare Krishna near me. Not even Iskcon. You don't have to Hare Krishna near me. And within 20 kilometers, 30 kilometers, you will find some center, some place where the glorification of Gaur Nitai, Srila Prabhupada and our Acharyas takes place. So it is my very good fortune. I feel so happy. I jump with joy when I really say that yes, Mahaprabhu can never be wrong. when he says, Prithvicha adi nagaradi gram sarvatra hoibe more nam prachar. In every town, village, my name will be spread. So here we are. It is going on. That is the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, that he has given us this gift of Krishna consciousness. So, there is no excuse. Oh, there is no temple around me. We are lazy. We don't want to find it. But if we look, every place, even now in places like Russia, China, where it was impossible, where we find that devotees are there. Even in the Gulf countries, the Muslim countries, we find that the Hare Krishna's, Iskcon's presence is there. So what to say? That is the glory of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So the external reason, as I was mentioning, is there because he wants to give the Harinam Mahamantra from a different consciousness. Today is Ekadashi, Vijay Ekadashi, very, very, very amazing day. We are all fasting from beans and greens. Some devotees are even doing nirjal, some on fruits and milk. And the best food for Ekadashi is Hari Kirtan and Hari Katha. So it is an austerity. So I will take that liberty unless somebody tells, now Prabhuji, it's time for prasadam, 10 minutes more. So Prabhuji, you can give me a signal and then I will wind up today's katha slowly. I cannot wind up suddenly. So I will start winding up. But if those who are interested, my principle is, and if the temple administration allows, even if there's one person still interested in hearing, I will continue. And those who want have other sevas or they want prasadam, you may please continue. I have no objection to that. Okay? And especially because today is Ekadashi, our real food is Harikatha, hearing about. And this is such a... Okay. Okay. Oh, what happened here? Some AI not so intelligent, interrupting the class. So, Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu came to give Sankirtana Pitaro Kamalaya Taksho Vishwambaro Dvijavaro. The Dvijavar means the topmost Vaishnavas, Brahmanas. Dvijavaro. Varo means the jewel of all the Brahmins. They appeared in that, to Jagannath Mishra and Hadai Pandit. Both of these were born to great Brahmins. So, Sankirtana Dvijavaro, Yuga Dharma Palo, Vante Jagat Priyakaro Karuna Avtaro. So they are actually giving us the Yuga Dharma of chanting. But the Yuga Dharma is so special that Prabhupada said that this is the golden Kali. Not every Kali Mahaprabhu appears. Not every Dwapar Yuga Lord Krishna from Golok appears. Every 10,000, that's what I have heard. So we are most fortunate in this Kali. Now, this Mahamantra that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give has a different consciousness. Not the consciousness of the Ramanuja Sampradaya. As an example, when the Ramanuja Sampradaya is when they chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. For them, the word Hara, when they are addressing Lakshmi Devi or Mahalakshmi as Hare. And Krishna means the all-attractive personality in Vaikuntha. Krishna, all-attractive. That personality is Lord Narayana. Okay, so Hare Krishna. And Rama here also means the one who entertains Lakshmi Devi. Ranjyati Ramyati iti Ramaha. That Ram. So that could also Prabhupada has given in the beginning days. Yes, you can say Lord Ramachandra. Yes, you can say Lord Balram. But in the beginning, people would not understand the Gaudiya Rasa. So he kept it very simple. Bhagavad Gita and the foundation. Then enter into Srimad Bhagavatam. Meticulously after finishing the 9 cantos, then enter into the 10th canto. And then Chaitanya Charitamrita and other Rasik books written by the Goswamis. That is the systematic way. Otherwise, we will not be able to understand this rasa of Vrindavan. And Krishnath Kaviraj Goswami in today's verse is the rasa of Vrindavan. He is speaking about that. How the eyes are so fortunate that they can see Krishna Balram, when they are going out to cow herding. Those eyes are most fortunate that they can see the beautiful lotus faces of Krishna and Balram, the son of Nanda Maharaj. So here he addresses them as the sons of Nanda Maharaj. Although Lord Balram is the son of Vasudeva, born of Rohini Mata. Right? We all know the history, how he was attracted to the womb when Lord Balram was in the womb of Mother Devaki in Mathura in the jail by force. The seventh child, by force. Sankarshan, Akarshati Sankarshan, meaning with great power, like Prabhupada mentions, like a magnet, how it attracts. A very powerful magnet is so far, but a small iron nail can be immediately, it will fly if such a big magnet is there. So similarly, the womb of Mother Rohini in Gokul attracted from the womb of Devaki, Balram. So Balram is the son of both Vasudeva, Devaki and Rohini. But also here it is specially mentioned. This is a very, very amazing, when I was reading this, I said, wow, what an amazing realization. Technically speaking, yes, he is the son of Vasudeva and Rohini. But internally, Balram is hurt if somebody says that you are not the son of Nanda Maharaj. Just like Krishna is hurt if somebody says that you are not the son of Yashoda. Therefore, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur in Gitavali has written that we sing generally before Bhagavatam class. Today we didn't sing that because today is Chaitanya Charitamrita. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yashoda Nandan. See, not Devaki Nandan. Yashoda Nandan Vraja. All these names of the Lord, they're all perfect pastimes that happen in Vrindavan. So we can see our acharyas have come to give us, Mahaprabhu has come to give us the mood of Vrindavan, nothing else. So that's why so many different branches are there, even in religion. But one should become resolute. Even if we are devotees of Lord Ramachandra, the son of Dashrath, or any other form, but if we are under Mahaprabhu, we should concentrate simply on the son of Nanda Maharaj in Vrindavan. Aradhya Bhagwan Vrajeshatanas. If you want to worship, there are so many kinds of avatars, so many kinds of supreme personalities of Godhead, or personalities of Godhead. But for us, in Chaitanya Manjusha, it says, Vrajesh Tanayesh. Vrajesh means the king of Vrindavan. And who is that? Nanda Maharaj. Tanaya means son. So out of so many worshipable deities or forms, for me as a Gaudiya Vaishnava, the son of Nanda Maharaj. Very, very clear. Prabhupada also in his many, many different purports has made this clear. But unfortunately, we don't read Prabhupada's, many of us do not spend the proper time and concentration in reading Prabhupada's books. Prabhupada has given us everything. Some, outside of Iskcon, the other Gaudiyas, some of them, have even criticized. They say that your Prabhupada has not given you enough rasa. You should come to us. He has established in Vrindavan Dham, Krishna Balram Mandir. So he is in Sakhya Rasa. He is not in Madhurya Rasa. He cannot give you Madhurya Rasa. So, Haribol. So you have to come to us. And there were many who left Iskcon. Even many Prabhupada disciples. And they took reinitiation. So this message is for all of us here. A very, very important message. Because it's a part of this inspiration that I'm getting, speaking on this verse. Because it's all about Mahaprabhu. And it's all about how we are reading Prabhupada's books. So they say, you come to us and we will give you the rasa of Vrindavan. Actually, this happened about 8 years ago. I gave a seminar on Namam Vishnupada Krishna Prishta Bhutale, Prabhupada's Pranam Mantra in Vrindavan Dham during Kartik. So many Prabhupada disciples were present. I was graced and blessed with them. And one Prabhupada disciple, Mataji, she asked me that at the end of the seminar, question answer session, that Prabhu, many of them they are saying outside of Iskcon that you come to us and we will give you the Vrindavan Rasa. What do you have to say to that? I did not expect this question. Somehow or the other, with the inspiration from within the heart and remembering some of the points of Srila Prabhupada and the different commentaries, we gave this one simple answer. That yes, they are saying Krishna Balram is, but don't you see the altar of Lalita Vishaka Radha Syam Sundar? What is that? That is Madhurya Rasa. Don't you see Gaur Nitai? What is that? That is full of Raj Rasa. Who is Gauranga Mahaprabhu? Krishna of Vrindavan, the son of Nanda Maharaj, in the mood of Srimati Radharani. That is the internal reason why he came, the son of Nanda Maharaj. Why he came to give that high level of Krishna consciousness, or Krishna Prema, out of the 5 rasas, the topmost ras, which is Madhurya Rasa. That's why he came to give. He came to give us Manjari Bhav. Most of us may have not even heard that term, but that is for another time. But the essence is that Krishna Prem, that following the footsteps of the gopis, Aradhya Bhagwan of Rajesh Chaitanya. So many Bhagwans are there, but I follow the son of Nanda Maharaj. Point number 1 in that shloka. Point number 2, Tat Dham Vrindavan. There are so many dhams in Bharat Varsha or in India, in Bharat, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, from north to south, from east to west. There's so many places of pilgrimage or dhams. But this Vaishnava is saying, Tat Dham Vrindavan. For me, the highest place is Vrindavan. And Vrindavan and Navadvip are non-different. They are Chhana. Navadvip, Mayapur are Vrindavan Dham. Non-different. Tat Dham Vrindavan. Ramya Kachit Upasna Vrajavadu Vargena Taya Kalpita. The kind of worship or the kind of seva or the kind of consciousness I will follow is the gopis of Vrindavan. Not the consciousness of Arjun. No, I'm not saying that one should not read Bhagavad Gita. Now this is a very high subject matter because Chaitanya Charitamrita is a higher subject matter. That's why I'm saying this. Of course, I mentioned earlier that we must read Bhagavad Gita thoroughly, understand the fundamental principles, then enter into the first 9 cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam, then the 10th canto, then Chaitanya Charitamrita and the higher Rasik books. So to them we say that no, don't you see Krishna Balram? You only see them, you don't see Lalita Vishaka, Radha Syam Sundar, Gaur Nitai. They are also present. So they have to say one more thing that Mataji mentioned, that Prabhupada wrote a poem when he was on Jaldut, 2 poems actually. In that he says that when will that day come when I will be frolicking in the meadows of Vrindavan and I will be cowherding with my friends and I will be doing lutaputi. Lutaputi means I will be grabbing, like the mothers used to tie their lunches, every cowherd boy, and then they would sit under one tree, picnic, and then when they would open up their lunches, then they would all grab each other's lunch. That is called lutaputi in Bangla, in Bengali, lutaputi. To forcefully grab. Oh no, Madhu Mangal said, this is my laddu, I'll take it. Lutaputi. Even Madhu Mangal is finishing all the laddus, and then Krishna, when he is finishing his last laddu, is half eaten. It's already in the mouth of Madhu Mangal. And Krishna says, you have not left anything for me. And he grabs that half eaten laddu, breaks it from the teeth of Madhu Mangal and he eats it. That is called lutaputi. So they say the conclusion is that Krishna is a coward boy in Sakya Rasa. So this is a very complicated subject matter. And we all have to know the position of His Divine Grace. Who is under Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? If we don't, then we have failed in the college of Iskcon. Very important. Each one of us. So that is called lutaputi. So they say that he is a coward boy. And most people, even today, even Prabhupada disciples think he is a coward boy. This is very wrong. I say to all, I'm sorry, I am here on the hot seat. It is my duty to speak the truth based on Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. And based on not any ordinary Guru. We are talking about an Acharya like Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Srila Rupa Goswami. So that's what we have to speak as it is. Bhagavad Gita as it is, Shastra as it is. That is the pride of our Gaudiya Parampara. So if we don't do that, and if we, nowadays everything is getting diluted, and I have a major concern. Today, even Srila Prabhupada disciples are running Iskcon. But 10 years from now, 15 years from now, they will be gone. Most of them are in the 75-year-old age group. 75, 77, some of them 80. Another 10 years, maximum 20 years, 15 years, they will all be gone. Then who has to run Iskcon? Who is responsible for Iskcon? The second generation. Even perhaps I won't be there because I'm in my 60s now already. But the youngsters, but if we do not have an agreement, because nowadays we find that there's a lot of groupism in Iskcon. Oh, he's our God brother, our God sister. We will only invite them, not invite them, because they are initiated by another guru. So what will happen is there's going to be a lot of conflict. And those Guru Maharaj, whoever that guru is, his disciples are the maximum, and they will get the votes. They will become the GBC. They will be running the administration, whether right or wrong. And Prabhupada will be slowly, in a very, very subtle way, shifted. We see that today. Most of the disciples, they don't distribute Prabhupada's book, they distribute their own guru's books. Why? We are not saying don't distribute your guru's books, but you have to distribute Prabhupada's books if you claim to be a book distributor. He is the ultimate. Today, this morning, I am in the group of New Vrindavan. I go to New Vrindavan quite often. Most of the time when I'm in North America, I spend my first half of the year, all the festivals in New Vrindavan. So I am in their group, and they are kind to engage this servant in Harikatha. So this morning, there was a message from Srila Prabhupada. Somebody quoted Prabhupada that when somebody asks for forgiveness, then a Vaishnava should forgive immediately. And if he does not forgive, then he is not a Vaishnava. These are Srila Prabhupada's words. So one, unfortunately, in my understanding, which I clearly, one Mataji who is a Prabhupada disciple said, well, I would not go as far as saying not a Vaishnava. I would say he's not a mature Vaishnava, or she is not a mature Vaishnava. So immediately, we are inspired to write. For us, Prabhupada is the ultimate authority. If Prabhupada says day, it's day. Night means night. If Prabhupada said that if a person does not forgive, then he is not a Vaishnava, then he is not or she is not a Vaishnava. Who are we to correct Prabhupada? What is our authority? Changing Prabhupada's books? What rascality is that? Saying that Prabhupada's the Samsara Davanal is not a Prabhupada song. All these things are happening. So this Iskcon is being weakened. You all who are sitting here, the youngsters, who will be taking care of Iskcon one day, please listen to this. Please try to understand. Prabhupada is the center. Yes, there are many other Vaishnavas. We will respect them. But if any Vaishnava speaks something different, even slightly like this morning's message that I got on WhatsApp, immediately we should object to that. If we don't object, then we are not sincere followers of Prabhupada. Apasiddhanta. What is the Pranam Mantra, last line of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur? It's a very long Pranam Mantra. Rupa Anuga Viruddha Apasiddhanta Dvanta Harine. Anything that conflicts in the message or the teachings of Rupa Goswami, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur would cut to pieces. Dvanta Harine. Cut to pieces. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was so proud. I think it was in 1935 when our Srila Prabhupada, A.C. Bhakti Swami Prabhupada, was in Mumbai, and he went to the nearest Gaudiya Math at Gwalior Tank, and they had Vyas Puja of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So at that time, Srila Prabhupada was inspired within his heart to write a poem in English as an offering to Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and he sent it to Kolkata, the Bagh Bazaar, the main math, where Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was residing at that time. And in that poem he mentions, adore ye all the happy days, sweeter than heaven, brighter than May. When he appeared in Puri, meaning Jagannath Puri, when he appeared in Puri, my Lord and Master, His Divine Grace, he has written 8 verses. In that there was one specific verse, absolute ascension, thou as proved, impersonal calamity thou hast moved. He glorifies Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. That absolute ascension. Absolute ascension means Krishna is a person, conscious, Chaitanya. That is the meaning of ascension. Absolute means Satyam Param Dhimai. That means Krishna of Golok. Absolute ascension. Of course, all other Krishnas are also persons. Therefore, Srila Prabhupada has always written in his books, Supreme Personality of Godhead. Personality. Personality of Godhead. So, this is to cut the Mayavadis. Because the Mayavadi says that this is Nirgun Nirakar. There is no form at all. Sarvamidam Khalau Brahman. Everything is Brahman. Effulgence, light, Brahma Jyoti. That's their Siddhant. I am God, you are God, you are God, you are God. We are all Brahma. I am seeing this microphone because I am in Maya. I am seeing all these devotees sitting here because I am in Maya. I am seeing these deities of Gaur Nitai because I am in Maya. You are all in Maya if you see the different forms. This world does not exist. Brahma Satya, Jagat Mithya. They say that. That is their philosophy. That's why they are called Mayavadis. Most of us don't even understand the definition of Mayavadi. Under the influence of Maya, I am seeing this form of the bottle. I am seeing you. I am seeing this temple, mandapam. I am seeing all this. But this does not exist at all. All this, you don't exist, you don't exist, you don't exist. None of us exist. This bottle does not exist. It's a dream. That's what they say. That's their philosophy. And that's why Srila Prabhupada, every other word in his purports, in his translation, Krishna Vacha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna says. Wherever he got the opportunity, he used the word personality. So Krishna is a person, and those who are most fortunate to worship Krishna in a personal form are most fortunate. The rest of them, they are most unfortunate. Mahaprabhu has said that. Mayavadi Bhashya Sunila Hoy Sarvanas. Anybody who listens to Mayavadis, they will be destroyed. Bhagavad Suno Bhagavad Sthane. If you want to hear scripture, hear it from a Bhagavad. From person who follows Bhagavad. Or who speaks Bhagavad as it is. So I may not be qualified. I am a rascal. I know that. But if I speak Harikatha as it is, as given by Srila Prabhupada, then that becomes bona fide. Of course, we all have to follow the instructions even in our personal life. Then it is perfect. But still, if we speak without using our own heads as it is, then we are perfect. Without changing anything, without adding anything, without deleting anything. That is the pride of our Gaudiya Parampara. So we all have to take the torch, just like in Olympics, when there is a relay race, the person runs with the torch, and then he passes on to the next one, and to the next one, and to the next one. So this is the torch that Prabhupada, His divine graces, has given us. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya. Shalakaya means torch. That torch that opens our eyes from that we are born in darkness, in ignorance. So that torch should not be diluted. That torch should not be diminished. It should be presented as it is. Just like Krishna presented it to Brahma, Brahma to Naradji, Naradji to Vyasdev, Vyasdev in Parampara to Madhvacharya, in Parampara to Madhendra Puripad, to Ishwar Puripad, to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to the six Goswamis, to Srila Narottam Das Thakur, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Srila Baldev Vidya Bhushan, Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, like that, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Srila Gaur Kishore Babaji Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, and 32nd in line, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So we can never go wrong. All we have to do is read Prabhupada's books as it is and explain them as it is without any or using our tiny brains. Prabhupada has said that many times. What is the use of your thinking? Prabhupada said that. What is the use of your thinking? We think we can change Prabhupada's books. So we wrote this morning to that person or in general on the group that Prabhupada is our ultimate authority. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya. Where is that conviction in our hearts? Whatever he says. When Prabhupada spoke about his Guru Maharaj, I wrote that in this morning's post. That somebody asked, Prabhupada was putting tilak in Mayapur. At that time, there was no temple, nothing. He had a hut sitting on some half-laid wall, nearby brick. Prabhupada was applying tilak with a small mirror. And then Prabhupada, there were a few devotees. So Prabhupada remembered his Guru Maharaj. And he said, my Guru Maharaj never used a mirror. So then somebody asked a question, was it perfect, meaning the tilak? And Prabhupada immediately said, perfect or no perfect, my Guru Maharaj is perfect. And then he smiled and said, yes, it was perfect. So that conviction should be there. It is not that our Guru Maharaj has given Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. Prabhupada has given. Our Guru Maharaj is guiding us. Personal, each and everyone who has taken initiation. We will always respect them for giving us this chance and connecting us to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by giving us Diksha. But the ultimate authority is His Divine Grace Prabhupada. We have to understand his position. So I said that, I gave this example. Sri Vallabhacharya once came to Rupa Goswami and he read a certain verse that he had composed. He said, Rupa Goswami Pad, can you check it and tell me if it is all right? He read it. Rupa Goswami said, it's all right. He didn't say anything. He said, it's fine. Sri Vallabhacharya was older to Rupa Goswami, even in terms of, his Leela. So, but Jiva Goswami was standing right there. And then, after that, he was very happy that Rupa Goswami has approved my writing. So then he went to the Jamuna to take a bath. And Jiva Goswami followed him. And he said, the nephew of Rup Sanatan, the younger of all the 6 Goswamis. And he said that, Acharya ji, if you don't mind, I have something to say about the verse that you had composed. So, yes, please tell me. So he said, there is some error here in the composition. And he was shocked, Sri Vallabhacharya. He says, who's your Guru Maharaj? Immediately, Rup Sanatan Goswami. They are my Guru Maharajas. So then, after taking a bath, Sri Vallabhacharya went back to Rupa Goswami. He said, your disciple is amazing. He found this mistake in my composition and he is correct. So, Rupa Goswami simply nodded his head. After Sri Vallabhacharya left, he was very upset with Jiva Goswami. He said that, you think I don't know? I could have corrected him if I wanted to. I did not correct him. How dare do you do that? I don't want to see your face. Leave Vrindavan right now. And he was banished from Vrindavan. Jiva Goswami was so heartbroken that my dearest Rupa Goswami, my guru, my uncle and guru, doesn't want to see my face. What should I do? Should I give up my body? And he started living on the edge of Vrindavan, and he simply would take some mud from the banks of the Yamuna and mix some Yamuna water and eat that just to survive, and stayed in a hollow tree. And then Sanatana Goswami saw that. He was completely not recognizable, completely emancipated, become very thin, sore to the bones. And immediately he told Rupa Goswami, because he is now older, said, Jivedaya, that is Vaishnava Dharma. So double meaning. One should show mercy to all the jivas, and Jivedaya was enough now. Show mercy to Jiva Goswami. Call him back. So immediately, without any consideration, he didn't explain, no, he did this, he did that. Superior says, Sanatana Goswami, call him back. Immediately he called him back. So the point is, Prabhupada is always right. Remember this. Please, my dear devotees, take that to our heart. Anybody may say anything that is not correct, then you don't follow that person. Follow Srila Prabhupada. And we can only follow Srila Prabhupada if we read his books. We have to become good jewelers. I was in the jewelry business for many years in the US. So, when I went to go purchase some things in the market, especially I was into gems and silver. So, some of the things in India that they sell is not real, but looks real. So, I learned that to become a jeweler. Just like not everybody can figure out that this is a real diamond or fake diamond. It looks exactly same. But a real jeweler will look through the glass and say, oh, this is real diamond worth $20,000. And this is nothing but a piece of glass, not worth even $2. So we all have to become jewelers. How do we become jewelers? By studying Prabhupada's books. We know that is the standard. We know whether it's the real diamond, if somebody is speaking or hearing somebody, or it is a fake diamond. So Prabhupada is our standard. So please, it's important. So, as I was saying, knowing that Gaudiya Rasa is, we have to become a Das Anudas, Gopi Bhartu Padakamalayo Das Anudas Anudas. What does that really mean? There is two meanings. The Das Anudas means male, but it's Dasi Anudasi, meaning female, which is Radha Dasya. Our Swarupa, all of our Goswamis, all of our Acharyas, they are all young gopis known as Manjaris. Rup Goswami is Rupa Manjari. Sanatan Goswami is Labanga Manjari. Jiva Goswami is Vilas Manjari. Guna Manjari is Gopal Bhatta Goswami. Rasa Manjari is Raghunath Bhatta Goswami. Raghunath Das Goswami is Tulsi Manjari, or also known as Rati Manjari. Srila Narottam Das Thakur is Champaklata Manjari. Srila Krishnaraj Kaviraj Goswami, the author of so many wonderful Vaishnava literatures, Rasic literatures, is Kasturi Manjari. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is Vinod Manjari. Srila Baldev Vidyabhushan, like that in the Parampara, Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj is Rasik Manjari. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is Vinod Manjari. Srila Gaur Kishore Babaji Maharaj is Guna Manjari. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is Nayana Mani Manjari. And somebody asked Prabhupada, who are you? Prabhupada said, if I tell you, you will faint. So Prabhupada never revealed his identity. But we find, coming back to that question, that these other Gaudiya, some of them are saying that you come to us, we will give you that. To them we say, I mentioned that in that katha, that if Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is Nayana Mani Manjari and is most dear to Rupa Manjari. When Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur left his body, he was about to leave in Kolkata, 1937, January 1st, according to the English calendar. When he was leaving his body at Brahma Muhurat, one great Kirtanya in the Gaudiya Math came and started singing Mahamantra. He stopped him. Please call Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj. So Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj, a senior god brother of A.C. Bhakti Swami Prabhupada, our Prabhupada. And he said, please sing Rupa Manjari Pada. Please sing that song of Narottam Das Thakur. So Srila Siddhar Swami says that I am like a frog, I croak. But Guru Maharaj asked me to sing it. So I sang it. And as soon as he finished Sri Rupa Manjari Pada, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur left his body. He simply said, Hare Krishna. And he left. So, Sri Rupa Manjari Pada, we can see we don't study Vaishnava bhajans enough. If we study Vaishnava bhajans, we will understand the real essence of Gaudiya Vaishnava. Every day we sing Jai Radha Madhav. What is that? It's all about pastimes of Radha and Krishna's pastimes in Vraj, Vrindavan Dham. Not in Dwarka, not in Mathura. What to talk about Vaikuntha? All these pastimes. When we sing Gaur Arti, they are the most intimate pastimes that are happening in Srivasangan. Behind closed doors. Only for Rasik Vaishnavas. Kiva Jaya Jaya Gaurangera. The performing, the Arti. Who are present? All those personalities are there. They are also present in Krishna Leela in Vrindavan. That is the insight. Not everybody is allowed. One Brahman wanted to go in the Sankirtan of Mahaprabhu and be a part at night, every night, 3-4 hours every day they used to perform Sankirtan. So he was not allowed inside. He was very upset. Oh, I have sustained all my life only with milk. I am a Pakka Brahman. So Mahaprabhu said, just by drinking milk, one doesn't qualify to enter the Rasik, the divine pastimes of Vrindavan, or the Rasik Leelas, which was happening in. So he said, I will curse you. I am a pure Brahman. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very humble. He said, okay, I accept your curse, but you will not be allowed inside. So what is your curse? He said, the curse is that you will also, you will be bereft of your family life. You will be going here and there. So that happened. After he got married the second time to Vishnu Priya Devi, just after he got married, in a few days, he left home. He became a sannyasi. Takta sudustajam surepsita laja lakshmi dharmishtaya arya vachasa yad agadharanyam maya mrigam daipsitam anyadhava vande mahapurushate charanarvindam. Beautiful words from Srimad Bhagavatam. Double meaning. This meaning is for Lord Ramachandra, that takta sudustajam surepsita raja lakshmi. He rejected Raja Lakshmi, means Sita Mata. After hearing from the washerman, you know the Leela. He said, now you cannot stay with me. You have to go. Tyakta sudasta surapsita Raja Lakshmi. Raja Lakshmi means the greatest of all the Lakshmis, meaning the source of Lakshmis is Sita Devi. Rejected. And Raja Lakshmi means here, sorry, not Vishnu Priya, Lakshmi Priya. He rejected Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, left home, leaving Lakshmi Priya alone. Raja Lakshmi. Dharmishtaya Arya Vachasa. Who gave, he was an Aryan, who understands the highest principles of Sanatana Dharma. Vachasa, he started preaching. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Arya Vachasa, Yadagadharanyam, and he left for the forest, catching the deer. Like Sita Mata told Lord Ramachandra, that's a beautiful deer. Can you go get it for me? And he chased that deer. So this sloka is for Ramachandra also, but this sloka is for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which Sridhar Swami explains. I think Srila Prabhupada mentions how Sridhar Swami of the 11th century explained this sloka. Mahaprabhu was very amazingly, he always loved to hear the commentaries of Bhagavatam that were given by Sridhar Swami. He loved bhajans of Jaydev Goswami, Chandidas, Vidyapati. In the Gambhira, 18 years, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, with two of his most confidential associates, Swarup Damodar Goswami and Rai Ramananda, they used to fan his mood, because his mood is, he has to obtain the mood of Srimati Radharani, the internal mood. 3 internal moods. What are they? Now, external mood, giving Mahamantra to all. But from the component of Golok Vrindavan. From that consciousness. The internal mood, 3. That's this chapter about, is all about that. Adi Leela, 4th chapter. What is the internal mood? Internal mood is, number 1, to glorify Srimati Radharani's prema. There is nobody in this creation that loves so much as Srimati Radharani loves me. Her prema is so great that I must go to every corner and glorify her prema. Number 1. Rule number 2, I am so handsome. I am so beautiful. Sometimes when Krishna sees himself in the mirror or in water, he simply stands like a statue appreciating his own beauty. We find that he is so beautiful. Prabhupada mentions, Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Santa Sadaiva Hrideshu Vilokayanti Yam Syama Sundaram. In this verse, he has mentioned in the purport that Syam Sundar, the blackish but most beautiful. Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Visesha Sobham Govindam Adi Purusham Tamam Bhajami. We just heard that every morning when we have during Darshanarti. Like that, the beauty of Krishna has been wonderfully described by so many wonderful Vaishnavas. Navanira the Nindita Kandi Dharam Rasasagar Nagara Bhupavaram Shubhavanki Macharu Shikhanda Sikim Bhaja Krishna Nidim Vrajaraja Sutam. Navanira the Nindita Kandi Dharam, a freshly formed new cloud. Even Krishna's color or the Varna, the color of Krishna's body, puts that newly formed cloud's color to shame. Navanirada. Navanirada means the freshly formed cloud. Nindita. Ninda means it puts it to shame. Just like Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Visesha Sobham. Like millions of cupids put together, their beauty, Krishna's beauty surpasses them. That's why Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Visesha Sobham. Kandarpa. Kandarpa means Kamdev. Cupid. Koti means thousands. Kamaniya Visesha Sobham. Visesha Sobham means our Krishna of Vrindavan has got such special beauty that it surpasses the beauty put together of thousands of cupids. That is Krishna of Vrindavan. Shyamam Tribanga Lalitam Niyata Prakasham. He is so beautiful, his three-band form. One Malya Vamsi, he wears a garland made up of forest flowers. So, that is Krishna. Barhavatam Samasitam Buddha Sundangam. He puts a peacock feather on his head, adorns his head. Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So when he saw his own beauty, he was mesmerized with his own beauty. But when he met the gopis, and especially Srimati Radharani, they were just crazy. The worst, or the example that I can give, or the mundane example that I can give, just to try to get a little example, when a very, very handsome boy comes on his motorcycle to the college, all the girls are looking at him. He knows he is handsome, but the girls feel more pleasure when they see that boy. So, Krishna is thinking, I am very, very handsome, but they feel more pleasure by looking at me and the beauty. I want to taste that pleasure. What they feel. Second internal reason. And the third internal reason why Mahaprabhu came, or the Krishna of Vrindavan came, is when I am with Srimati Radharani, what does she exactly feel? She goes into such ecstasy that she loses her senses. She starts chattering something that squeamish people cannot understand, like a madman, like a crazy person. Sometimes, like our Lord Nityananda is like that. On Nityananda Trayadashi, we were in Krabi. So we gave a katha on Lord Nityananda. So we mentioned, Lord Nityananda is known as Avdhuta. Avdhut. So Avdhut means, Prabhupada has explained, that one who does not stay in normal senses. He doesn't have any sense how to dress. He doesn't know what he's speaking. He doesn't know what he's eating. One cannot even determine whether he is Brahman, or whether he is Vaishnava, or whether he is Kshatriya, what he is. One cannot even determine. His clothes sometimes he has, sometimes he doesn't even wear clothes. But why is that? Because he is in full ecstasy in the bhav of Vrindavan Dham. So, similarly, Srimati Radharani, when she reaches the highest ecstasy, she reaches the level of prema. Generally, when we ask in Iskcon that what is your highest goal, most people say Krishna prema. Very nice. It is true. So, Ado Shraddha, first we have faith, we come to the temple. Then we meet sadhus, we meet Vaishnavas, sadhu sangha. Then the next step is bhajana kriya. The sadhus say, are you chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra? Please start chanting one round. Are you eating meat? Please stop eating meat. Are you eating onion garlic? Stop eating onion garlic. So that is called bhajan kriya. And then slowly that person is cultivated, then comes to the point of taking diksha, Harinam diksha, or even second diksha. So that is called bhajana kriya, by surrendering to a bona fide spiritual master in a bona fide parampara. Then anartha nivritti, the next stage. All that is bad in our heart, cheto darpada marjanam, bhava mahadavagni nirvaparanam takes place. All that garbage that we have accumulated over so many lifetimes, is eradicated. That is anartha nivritti. And then the real bhakti begins. So now we can analyze where we stand. Have we finished our anartha nivritti? At least I have not. Then comes the next stage of nishtha. We are fixed. Come what may, I am going to be here for Mangalarti. Come what may, I am going to be attending Srimad Bhagavatam classes. I will be here for all festivals. Nishtha. Fixed. Then beyond nishtha is the next stage of ruchi, real taste. Not that somebody has to tell me, you have to cook today. Okay, I will cook. You have to make garlands. Okay, I will make. But real taste, ruchi. Smilingly. Oh, I will do this. Give me this seva. Give me this. And that is the meaning of Nikunja Riyono Ratikeli Siddhya Yaya Libir Yukti Rapekshaneya Tatra Ati Daksha Tati Vallabhasya Vande Guroho Sri Charna Ravindam. All our acharyas, by the way, this word is Guroho, it is plural. Just like I hear somebody saying Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine in Prabhupada's Pranamata, it is Saraswati. This is Vande, not Vande Guru Sri Charna Ravindam. Vande Guroho. Guroho means plural. Bahuvachan in Hindi. So Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is bowing down to all those great Vaishnava acharyas, all those manjaris who are in Radha Dasya. So that perfection, that's why they are called kinkari. Our manjaris are also known as kinkaris. Why? Kim means in Sanskrit means what, and kari means to do. So immediately once seva is finished, Lalita Devi says, okay, go, bring some nice flowers for Radha Krishna. They will go immediately, they will bring some nice flowers, and they, by the time they finish that seva, Manjari will say, next what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Non-stop asking for seva. What can I do? That's why they are called Kim Kari. Kim Kari. Kari means to do and Kim means what. So we have to read Vaishnava bhajans, understand the meaning. Like Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Gopinath Mama Nivedana Suno. In that bhajan, what does he say? Tomara Kinkaro Yami. I am your Kinkari. So here he is saying that I am the Manjari, please engage me. I am fallen here, but I know by your mercy I can be again re-established in oneself. And this is humility. But Kinkari, he uses the word Kinkari. So these are some of the words that we have to catch. It's all Vraj Bhav in all these Vaishnava bhajans. So what was I saying earlier? That the third reason of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's internal reason is to feel that prema of Srimati Radharani. So in Iskcon we ask Krishna prema. So I was saying after Nishta, Ruchi, then next comes Bhav. So in Bhav stage, we will know who we are in Golok Vrindavan, who we are in Vrindavan. We will be given through our heart, our acharyas. Srila Prabhupada perhaps will reveal to us, you are such and such a gopi, you are such and such a manjari, such and such seva. This is your dress, this is your residence. You will be serving under this gopi, etc. So all this is called Ekadash Bhav, or it is called Siddha Pranali. It is revealed to us in the Bhav stage. And then comes the Prema. Now Prema is of many types. Krishna Prem. The Prema that the cowherd boys of Krishna has, the Prem or the love for Krishna, is known as Snigdha Sneha. Snigdha means soft. Their hearts are very soft. The Prema that Mother Yashoda and Nanda Baba and the elder gopis and gopas have is called Madhu Sneha, like honey. Then the Prema of the gopis is of many different types. There is Raga, Anuraga, Bhava, Mahabhava. Even there is many inside this, but no time to explain or mention. And Mahabhav, all the gopis have, especially those who are in the camp of Srimati Radharani. But Radharani has one special prema, actually two. It is known as Modanakhya and Mohanakya Bhav. What is it called? Modanakhya and Madanakhya. Madanakhya means craziness. So much in love, especially in Krishna's separation. We find that in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Brahmar Geet, when Srimati Radharani is speaking with the bumblebee. She's talking. It's called Prajalpa. There are 10 kinds of the symptoms shown. So that when the bee is coming, Radharani is talking, oh, you have come. You are the messenger of that rascal, Krishna. You are also dark and he is also dark. Your heart is also dark. His heart is also dark. You like to go from one flower to another flower. He also does the same thing. Meaning he goes to many, many different gopis. That is why he is known as Madhusudan. Madhu means honey and Sudan means one who is extracting. So that name is given especially. So the gopis, they discuss that. And especially when they discuss in separation, Radharani goes very, very crazy. She starts talking. She sees a dark tamal tree and she hugs the tree thinking that tree is Krishna. So that is called Madanakya Bhav. Madan means craziness. So none of the gopis can get that bhav except Srimati Radharani or Madanakya and Mohanakya. And Mohan means completely enchanted by Mohan. Completely enchanted by Krishna. His form, his beauty, his speaking, everything about him is craziness for her. highest craziness. So that Krishna wanted to taste. How can I taste that? So he discussed that with Srimati Radharani, that I would like to get your mood, especially these three internal moods. Radharani says, you are crazy. Not possible. No, I really am serious. Are you sure? He said, yes. Are you sure? He said, yes. Then Radharani tells Lalita Vishaka, look at him. He wants my bhav. Who's going to explain to him that don't, please, this is very dangerous waters. Don't enter. Like they say, no, when you go to the sea, if the weather is bad, they say, don't enter the sea. Not allowed. He's trying to get into a storm that he has no idea about. Krishna. So, but Krishna says, no, I want it. Fine, okay. You want it? Then I will do something for you. First of all, I will wrap myself around you, make myself like a shield. Dhal. Because the moment you get my bhav, you will be so crazy, you will be rolling on the ground. The thorns, the stones will hurt you. You don't know what you're going to be talking. You will be hurting yourself. So I love you so much. I cannot bear to see you get hurt. So Radharani Stapta Kanchana Gaurangi. So she wraps herself around the darkest Krishna like a shield. And then she tells Lalita and Vishaka, Lalite, why don't you go with him? And Vishakhe, you also go with him. Because you know my heart. You're my very, very dear Sakhis. So you know my mood. Just like most of the Matajis, they have a very special friend or a sister. So they understand the heart of that Mataji very well. Or a friend, even males. A certain friend knows everything what the friend is feeling. It's a very special friend. So she said, you both go. And teach him what my bhav is. How I feel. In certain circumstances, how my feeling is inside me. So both of these went along with Krishna, the son of Nanda Maharaj, stayed in the Gambhira for 18 years as Rai Ramananda Vishaka Sakhi and Swarup Damodar as Lalita Sakhi. And they started singing some very nice songs from Jaydev Goswami, very esoteric Mahabhav songs. And then Mahaprabhu would come into the mood slowly into Radharani's bhav. And then he would chant the holy name. Sometimes he would be rubbing his cheek on the hard stone walls of Gambhira. And blood used to come out just by chanting the holy names. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So Bhaktivinoda Sridhar Maharaj has written a very wonderful book. I know some of them will say that don't read books from outside of Iskcon. We can if we are mature. That's the warning. Maturity is very important. Otherwise we will misunderstand many things. He wrote a wonderful book called The Golden Volcano of Divine Love. Who is that golden volcano? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And that divine love, when the volcano bursts, what happens? What happens when the volcano bursts? When the volcano erupts, what happens? What comes out? Fire, lava. So if it's a golden volcano, what kind of lava will come out? Golden. So it has been explained so nicely by our acharyas. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Leela, last chapter, chapter number 20 is Chaitanya Sishtastakam. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu obtained the full-fledged bhav of Srimati Radharani in the Gambhira, Chaitanya Sishtastakam came out like the golden lava. So anybody who understands Chaitanya Sishtastakam even a little bit will be situated in proper Gaudiya Bhav. Very important. So it's so important that this is all about rasa. To them we say, the third point, coming back, because there are so many different things that I have mentioned. To those people who say that your Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada cannot give you rasa. To them I ask this question. What is this Chaitanya Charitamrita? What is it? Is it not rasa? Is it not about Vrindavan? Is it not about Srimati Radharani? Is it not about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the son of Nanda Maharaj, not the son of Vasudev? Is it not talking about Madhurya Rasa only? Is it talking about Dasya Ras? No, not the Dasya Rasa of Vaikuntha. Is it talking about Sakhya Ras, the Rasa of Arjun and Krishna, or the Rasa even in Vrindavan, the Rasa of the friends of Krishna like Madhu Mangal, Stoka Krishna, Vishalaksha, etc.? No, it's not talking about that. Is it talking about the love, the parental love of Yashodama and Nanda Maharaj? No. It's talking about everything about Madhurya Rasa. So how can you all dare say anything about our Prabhupada without reading his books, without understanding and making a stupid allegation? Jai Gaur Nitai ki Jai. That your Swami Maharaj cannot give you rasa. Every youngster should know to give these answers. They come here, take away the ripened fruit, to simply eat the fruits. But Iskcon has made from the ground foundation, putting the fruit seed, the tree grows, then the fruits come, and then they come and simply want to initiate by telling them and misleading them that we will give you something better than Prabhupada, A.C. Swami Prabhupada. That is rascaldom. I'm sorry to say that. They come and they speak all these rasik kathas to attract, and then they even have their statement to say that you come to us if you want to know more. No need to go anywhere. Prabhupada has given us everything. Here is Chaitanya Charitamrita for those who are interested in rasa. If one understands Chaitanya Charitamrita nicely, not even completely, but even a little bit, guaranteed Krishna Prem, guaranteed Madhurya Rasa in Vrindavan. This is all about. That is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is all about. And in today's verse, speaks about Vrindavan. How the gopis were simply relishing with their eyes Krishna Balram when they went out to do cow herding. They all gather. There are many rasik bhajans also. They gather on the atari. Atari means the terrace. And they all have their veils. Because so many have gathered. The elder gopas, the gopis are also gathered to see Krishna and Balram's beauty when they're walking. When they're leaving Vrindavan to go to cow herding. And at that time, Radharani, the gopis, they're simply looking at kataksha, sidelong glances, so the elders don't see it. You understand sidelong glances? Like Lord Shiva has written the Kripa Kataksha Stava. Kada karisyasi haman Kripa Kataksha bhajamam. Kada karisyasi haman Kripa Kataksha bhajamam. Lord Shiva has composed the glorification, I think 17 verses, something like that. Very long. That glorifies Srimati Radharani. And in every verse is saying Kripa Kataksha. Please bestow. Kripa Kataksha means Kataksha Netra, the eyes, that is sidelong glances. Not looking straight, not looking up, like this. That is called Kripa, that is Kataksha Netra. Or Kataksha Netra can be even looking simply down, not showing the full eyes, but a part of the eyes. That is a very wonderful form of expression. So, the Kishori gopis, meaning the young gopis, are simply first seeing Radharani, even with Kataksha eyes, not directly. Look, and then they elbow. Did you see that? How Radharani is glancing with Kataksha Netra towards Krishna. And not only Radharani, now all the big elders are also there. Now Krishna also knows that Radharani and the gopis are on the terrace. Now how he can express his love? So he expresses his love also by Kataksha Netra. Directly nobody knows, but only Radharani and gopis know. Ah. So that way, that is how the loving affairs of Madhuri Ras go on. When it is time for them to come back after Gocharan in the afternoon around 4 p.m., 4:30 p.m., they again gather with so much excitement. It is a feast to their eyes to see Krishna Balram, especially covered with the dust of the cows. They are running because when they go slowly. But when they come back, they run very fast, the cows. I don't know if you ever noticed that even in a Goshala. Why? Because when they know they are coming back to the Goshala, they know they will get the grass to eat more. And especially they run very fast because they have the little calves. They want to feed them. So when they run fast, the dust of Vrindavan is raised like a storm. And then what happens? Krishna and Balram are covered with the dust of Vrindavan. And that beauty is so, so amazing that they are just simply relishing by wanting to look. It's not even 4 p.m., but they're already waiting to see from far. There is the dust storm. Here they come back. Krishna Balram are coming back. And each gopi is simply, Radharani is looking, oh, it looks so nice. Krishna looks so handsome, covered with the dust of Vrindavan. And with Kataksha Netram. So, like that, that's what is, we're talking about the eyes in this verse. Let's talk about a little bit more about the eyes. Govardhan Leela. In Govardhan Leela, Gopalnath ji or Srinath ji, you have seen that form, no? Srinath ji, you have not seen? Of course you have seen. Yes, you have seen. Yes, the Giridhari is there. But have you ever noticed his eyes? They are Kataksha eyes. He doesn't have eyes like the different deities, full bloomed eyes. They are like looking down. Because he is lifting Govardhan and he is looking down, Kataksha Netra. Especially within Kataksha, there is another Kataksha, looking at Radharani. Are you there? Are you looking at your hero? How I have held this mountain for 7 days and 7 nights. See, I am such a hero. And you know what Radharani does? She, along with that, gives another glance, Kataksha. Hey. And Lalita and Vishaka also, Kataksha at Krishna. Secret talk through the eyes. Don't think you are a big hero. Okay? Lalita and Vishaka, they say that don't think you are a big hero. Don't think that you have held Govardhan. It is our Radharani through her Kataksha Netra took all the weight. And she warned Govardhan, if you move even 1 inch, you are warned. Like that, Kataksha Netra. So it is our Radharani who lifted the Govardhan, not you. And Krishna loves to hear such things. Krishna is always defeated by the gopis. Always defeated by Srimati Radharani. As if he is asking, please defeat me. Say something. Look at me in such a way like you are angry. Kataksha Netra. So the eyes are the feast. Even when the gopis and Radharani are angry, it's a feast for their eyes to see Krishna perspire. Oh, I'm sorry. Mangad in Barsana. What is that? So there are different types of prema. Even prema, mana prema is, so there are different premas. So Madanakya and Mohanakya bhav. Only Radharani has. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the Nandanandan Krishna, the son of Nanda Maharaj, wanted to taste that highest bhav, which is not possible anywhere. And one last thing before I end today's katha. Nobody can get that. Not Lalita, not Vishaka, not the Esther Sakhis, but the Manjaris can get exactly the same bhav as Srimati Radharani, exactly the same bhav as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Please try to understand that. The difference between the Manjaris and the gopis is just like on a tulsi plant. The leaves are the gopis and the Manjaris, as you know, they are the small flowering birds. These small flowering birds are those sevikas that serve Radha and Krishna in the most confidential pastimes. Nikunja yuno rati keli siddhya. They obtained that siddhi or that perfection in Nikunja, serving Radha and Krishna in the closed bowers of Vrindavan. Nikunja. Nikunja is basically a room, natural room made by trees, intertwining their branches. We see that if you go to Nidhivan in Vrindavan or many places in Govardhan, like so many trees, their branches get entangled, their leaves. So they form a natural room. That is known as a Nikunja. So Radha and Krishna, like that, there are millions of Nikunja in Vraj Bhumi. So they perform their different pastimes. But even the Astasakis are not allowed inside after some time. Only the little manjaris. And all these manjaris are our acharyas. So I was mentioning earlier, Prabhupada is Namaste Saraswate Deve. He is the transcendental disciple of Saraswati Thakur. And Saraswati Thakur is most favorable to Rupa Goswami, to Rupa Manjari. So if Rupa Manjari is Manjari, if Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is Nayanamani Manjari, and if he is serving, meaning A.C. Bhakti Swami Prabhupada, then he is also Manjari. It is a conclusion. It is not revealed. It will be revealed to us in our hearts in the Bhav stage. When we reach the second last stage before Prema, it will be revealed to us that who A.C. Bhakti Swami Prabhupada is in his Nitya Leela, in his eternal pastimes of Radha Krishna in Vraj. But we have to reach that stage. We have to obtain that quality of bhakti. So, that is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all these manjaris feel the Modan and Mohanakya bhav, which none of the gopis can feel. This is the specialty of manjaris. Just like Sri Chaitanya Mano Abhishtam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Sopadana. So one who has known the innermost core of the heart, Abhishtam, the desire of the heart of Radha and Krishna in the form of Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mano Abhishtam. Mano means mana or mind is situated in the core of the heart, along with Atma and Paramatma. So one who has completely understood the desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is who? Radha Krishna Nahi Anya. Radha Govinda. When will that personality give me shelter at his lotus feet? Which is Rup Goswami. So all these things are there. But we have to be fortunate to hear from the Rasik Vaishnavas along with the Siddhanta. Not just rasa, rasa, rasa and say now you will all get Manjari Bhav. No. It is information. None of us will be qualified to get Manjari Bhav until we go to that level of sadhana. Sadhana within Vaidhi Bhakti and sadhana within Raganuga Bhakti. So, it is not that when we hear classes, that's like Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav, Bhakti Vedant, all these classes, then there is Raganuga Bhakti classes. No. If somebody is trying to say they will give you those classes, he is a cheater. Raganuga Bhakti, I like to explain this, which I had heard very nicely from one very nice devotee, is something that just happens. Just like a boy and a girl, they know that they've just fallen in love. They don't go to a college how to fall in love. They don't read books how to fall in love. You just fall in love. You get the point? So when we do sadhana bhakti very nicely, then we will get into that stage of nishtha, ruchi, asakti and bhav, which is the most preliminary stage before Krishna prema. And that time everything is revealed in our heart. More confidential information is revealed to us. But at least we should have information. Because if we have information about something or a certain place, then we can come. Like several years ago, I had only heard about Thailand. I did not know. I heard about Bangkok. But I never heard about the different big and small islands of Thailand. Or I never even heard of Pattaya. Never heard. So if I heard about it, if I have information, then one day that desire will come to visit that place. I'm giving a very, very simple example. So similarly, we have to have that information as to which college, which subject we are going to be perfecting in. We may have not perfected, like a doctor is studying in medical college, he is trying to be a doctor. He is not a doctor yet, a medical student. But once he finishes all the courses, then he is a doctor. So similarly, all I'm saying is that have that information, keep it in your heart, chant sincerely, associate with Vaishnavas nicely, and pray deeply in the heart of the hearts that, my dear Krishna, please send me some advanced devotees so I can advance in my Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, if we are associating with the same kind of devotees for the last 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, the Vaishnavas are also of three kinds, Kanishta, Madhyam and Uttam. Even within that there are three kinds, Kanishta, 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 Madhyam, Kanishta, Uttam. Madhyam, Kanishta, Madhyam, 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 Uttam. Uttam, Kanishta, Uttam, Madhyam and Uttam, Uttam. Most of us, if we are going to associate with Kanishta Vaishnavas, then we will never ever become Madhyam. And then we will never ever get a chance to become Uttam Vaishnavas. So we have to cry. His Holiness Nitya Leela Pravisht, Srila Gaur Govind Maharaj said, we have to open a crying school. We don't cry. We don't cry enough. Hardly we cry. Even if one tear comes out, sometimes we think, oh, we have become great devotees. Nayanam Gala Shrudharaya Vadanam Gadgata Rudaya Gira Pulkir Nichtam Vapu Kada Tava Nama Grihaneshu Bhavashyati. So Nayanam Gala Shrudharaya. Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, when will that day come when I will be inundated with floods of tears? So we can see sometimes such messages are eye-openers for us. Where do we stand in our bhakti? Sometimes we think, oh, I've done so much. We become eye specialists. It's a code word. Sometimes my wife and I, when somebody is talking too much about himself, we call him eye specialist. Eye. Like, I did this, I did that, I am this, I am that. So, in a code language, we say eye specialist, like an eye doctor. So, you have to understand that person is always talking about him. You know, today I did this, today I did that, I did this seva, I. So, I as in eye specialist. Eye. And eye doctor, eye specialist. So, we don't need to become eye specialist. We have to always think like what Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur thinks, how Narottam Das Thakur says. Amara jivana sada papere ta nahi ka punya relation. Parera udvega diyachi jevto, diyachi jivara klesha. My life is full of sins, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says in one bhajan. I have always given so much trouble to others. I have always given so many miseries to all the jivas. And I do not even have an iota, even an atom of piety. And my jewelry is what? Abhushan, Nidra Alasya, sleeping, laziness, Dambi, cheater. People wear jewelry to look good. You want to see my jewelry? Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, this is my jewelry. That is what Mahaprabhu is, my dear devotees. That is what our Srila Prabhupada is. We say, Prabhupada used to say so many times, some people would say that, oh, the Muslims are saying Allahu Akbar. So in Arabic it means, Akbar means great. So they are saying God is great. The Christian says God, the Christians say God is great. Prabhupada would simply laugh and says, but they don't know how great God is. We know God's names. We know God's address. We know the name of God's brothers. We know the name of God's friends. We know the names of the God's girlfriends. We know what God does. So, they say God is great, but they don't know how great He is. I used to, when I was in Chicago, I used to attend many interfaith meetings where there were different leaders from different faiths, like the Maulvis from Islam, the fathers from Christianity, the rabbi from the Jewish faiths, etc. And we would have every month we would have a discussion and present our own faiths. So they would read from the Quran, Bible, etc. And they would try to explain the greatness of their respective God. So sometimes when it was my turn, I would say one thing, I really love what you said about your God. It's nice information. But if you are interested in knowing really more about God, then we can share with you. Like what Prabhupada said exactly, God's name, God's residence, God's friends, etc. And if you can give me more information than what the Vedic culture has given, I will gladly accept. They don't even know God's name, they call him God, they call him Allah. Islam says they are like Mayavadis. There is no, you cannot see God. Nobody has seen God. So what kind of faith it is? Not to criticize, but it doesn't make sense to me. That's why Prabhupada said personality of Godhead. The personality, supreme personality of Godhead went out for cow herding, and all the wonderful gopis were having a feast. We have feast now, but they were having a feast with their eyes. Today's shloka. The feast, it's a feast. When we stand in front of Krishna, it's a feast to our eyes. Gaurnitai. Simply looking at them, appreciating how beautiful they are, how kind they are. So, they talk about God being great, but they don't know how great He is. Prabhupada's words. So similarly, I like to say something about Prabhupada like that. We all talk about Prabhupada. We all call out Prabhupada's name, but we really don't know how great Prabhupada is. Especially Prabhupada being a part of the most intimate group of Srimati Radharani, how great he is. And he can take us there. If we use our mind independence correctly, if we study Prabhupada's books nicely, sincerely, many things are revealed. We can read one verse today. 5 years later, you read the same verse, and if we have matured in our devotion, Srila Prabhupada reveals through his purport many things that we may have not understood when we read it the first time or second time or third time. So, that is the amazing. Nowhere in this creation we can find a dharma or a religion as high as what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to do. We are most fortunate. But, as they say, I think Nilkant Brahmachari, he had composed this Kevalashtakam. Madhuram Madhurebhyo api Mangalam api Mangalam Pavanam Pavanebhyo api Harir Nam Eva Kevalam. It's called Kevalashtakam, glorifying the holy names. Sweetest of the sweetest, purifier of the highest purifiers, auspicious of the most auspicious. Like that, he has 8 verses. In that one verse, he says, it is aho dukkham mahadukham. It is the most unfortunate situation. Not only dukkham, mahadukha. Mahadukha means the most unfortunate situation. When we consider the holy name as kachartham. Kachartham means like a piece of glass which has no value. But it is the highest jewel. When a child is playing and finds the real diamond and plays with it thinking it is just a piece of glass and throws it away, what a big loss it is. Even us, if we cannot recognize the real diamond, which is worth millions of bahts or dollars, and we think it's a piece of glass and we discard it, then whose loss is it? This is a material example. But in the spiritual life, the example is that we do not know the real value, aho dukkham mahadukham, of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Golokera Premadhana Harinam. This will take us. This Mahamantra actually everybody chants. One last final thing. Everybody chants this Mahamantra. Somebody who has just joined in our Gaudiya Sampradaya, somebody who is there for 50 years, 70 years. Not only that, even the son of Nanda Maharaj, is chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra continuously for 18 years. Because why? Nama Chintamani Sri Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Shuddha Nitya Mukta Abhinnatva Namna Namino. This holy name is Chintamani. Chintamani means whatever you think, whatever you desire, it will give you. Namana. Sri Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha, again personality. It is Vigraha. This is not some wooden beads of Tulsi. It is Vigraha, just like you are a Vigraha for me, perhaps I am a Vigraha for you, real person. Talking, interacting, serving each other, Vigraha. So this holy name is Sri Chaitanya, living deity, Chaitanya Vigraha. Purna Shuddha, when we chant, we will be completely purified. Cheto Darpana Marjanam Bhavadava Agni Nirvana. Nitya Mukta, and we will be eternally liberated from the three modes of material nature. Not the liberation of the Rakshasas who go to Brahmajyoti or the Mayavadis. Even while we are here, we can get liberated, we can get that bhav stage, prema stage, and we will be concentrating, meditating while we are chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare upon our eternal form in Golok Vrindavan, upon our seva in Golok Vrindavan. That is the holy names of Krishna, Nama Chinta. Abhinnatvam Namna Namino, it is non-different from the name. This water Prabhupada has given. If I'm thirsty, if I chant water, substance water is different, and the name is different. So by chanting water, I can chant all my life and I will die out of thirst. But simply I open the bottle and I take the substance water. Rasom apsokam there. I feel the nice taste that Krishna has made. I'm satisfied. So, but Krishna's name and Krishna's names, the associates, the word Hara is not just Srimati Radharani. Prabhupada gave that initially. Nobody understands Rajra. All the Manjaris and the Gopis of Madhurya Rasa are present. Nam Akari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shaktis. What is Nija? My own. Who is speaking my own? That sentence. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? The son of Nanda Maharaj of Vrindavan. So when somebody comes to your home first time, you will say, this is my wife, this is my father, my mother, my brother, my sister, my daughter, my son, my Nija. So when Nandan Krishna is speaking Nija Sarva Shaktis, who is that? That means the gopis along with Srimati Radharani are present in the word Hara. Otherwise, why is it? Think about this. The Mahamantra is not Radhe Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Sham, Sham Sham, Radhe Radhe. No, Radharani is most humble. That is why Krishna gets attracted to her. She doesn't want her name. Because in Chaitanya Charitamrita it says, Sakhi vina listar, Sakhi vina lila vistar hoivena. Without the Sakhis, the wonderful, sweetest pastimes of Vrindavan is not possible. So their name must also be there in the word Hara. So it depends on our consciousness when we chant the word Hara. Just like in the morning, one child is standing by the door, ready in the uniform, ready to go to school, and simply says one word, Papa. And what does Papa do? Oh, I'm coming. I know I'm just 1 minute late. I'm still wearing my tie. I know I have to take you to school. She doesn't say anything. Papa, you are late. You have to take me to school. All she's saying is, Papa. Immediately he comes running and then sits in the car and takes that child to the school. In the evening, at night, she is upstairs or he is upstairs, the little child. And she calls out or he calls out, Papa. Papa is downstairs in the kitchen or in the living room reading the newspaper or on the laptop. Immediately, yes, beta, I'm coming. I know I have to read you a story before you go to bed. The word is Papa. Consciousness is different. Similarly, for the Sri Sampradaya and other Sampradayas, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra's consciousness is different. Just like the consciousness in the word Papa is different. Similarly for us, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra has got a very, 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 very highest meaning and unlimited Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says in the first verse, Cheto Darpana Marjanam Bhavadava Agni Nirvapanam Shreya Kairava Chanda Vidya Vadhujiva Ananda Ambudi Vardhanam. Pratipada Purna Amrut Swadanam. It's Purna Amrut. It's complete nectar. And Ananda Ambudi Vardhanam, it increases the joy of even Radha and Krishna who are present in the Mahamantra, who are an ocean of bliss. So many. It is like an unlimited ocean with no bottom. Depending on the realization of the Bhakta, Mahamantra reveals. Sri Bhaktivinoda Thakur in Sharanagati in the last bhajan he says, Krishna Nama Dhore Kotoba. What kind of strength or bal does Krishna Nam have? He says this Krishna Nam in the bhajan talks to me. Batula Koila. In my heart, this holy name is talking to me. It is making me crazy. And it takes me to Vrindavan. How many of us feel like that? That is our ultimate goal, what our acharyas, the way they chant. So we take this as an ordinary thing. But Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam satataiva bhajamayam. If we take this ordinary, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, how much is this? 50 bahts. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. We are doing that. So, Ye yatha mam prapadyante. This is Sakshat Sri Krishna and Krishna's associates, the holy names, the chanting. If we treat them ordinary, they will also give us that ordinary result. If we treat the holy names, that they are Sakshat Radha Krishna and their associates, just like I'm sitting in front of you, you are sitting in front of me. I was thirsty in the beginning of the class. Prabhuji went and got me water. So, if we treat with that consciousness that they are real persons, you talk to them about everything that you want to tell them, everything you want to know, everything that you desire, and that is the perfect chanting of Mahamantra. And then they will reveal everything, their leelas. Sri Radhika Madhavya Rapara Madhurya Guna Rupa Nam Nam. It is revealed. Hare Krishna. Thank you all very much. Vijaya Ekadashi ki. Today also happens to be my loving grandmother's Barsi. Her passing away on Vijaya Ekadashi. She was a great Vaishnavi. What to say? I was born in a Vaishnava family, but in the Vallabh Sampradaya. But there is no preaching. And I understood her better after I came to Iskcon. As the years passed, what a real Mahabhagavati is. What a real devotee is. She used to serve her Srinathji in Vatsalya Rasa as her son. And right from my eyes when it opened, I saw Srinathji in my house, how she was doing her seva 9 hours a day continuously, from morning 4:30 to about 3 in the afternoon. Such a wonderful Vaishnavi she was, always chanting, always reciting Gopi Geet. That I didn't even know. Few years later, joining, I used to always talk to my grandmother and she used to patiently listen. And I told my grandmother, I learned the Gopi Geet. Do you know that? And she said, So when I started singing, she started singing along with me on the phone. So she passed away on this Ekadashi day in Brahma Murat. And she was in such a peaceful state with her Shastra on her chest. And when my mother, I was in the US at that time. This is about 17 years ago. And generally before they take the body to the crematorium, they wash it. That is the system that we have in Sanatana Dharma. They give it a bath, And my mother told me that along with her sisters, they bathed the body of my grandmother. It was so soft. Generally after death, it becomes very hard. And she had a very beautiful smile. Hare Krishna. Thank you all very much. Srila Prabhupada ki. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki. चैतन्य महाप्रभु और चैतन्य गौर भक्त वृंद की, पटाया इस्कॉन भक्त वृंद की, गौर प्रेमानंदे। थैंक यू। हरे कृष्ण। सर्वपाद गौड़ीय गुरुवर की जय। नो, सच्चिदानंद दास, सच्चिदानंद दास।